Hey guys, I'm just going to do a real short one today. It's the 4th of July. I want to go look at some fireworks. But I don't know about you, but when I celebrate the 4th of July, I like to celebrate it by working on American things. And so today's American bikes, and we're going to get do something fairly simple, but something that you actually do get a very noticeable difference from, and that's engine mounts. That was a good firework. We are going to replace the front engine mounts because I noticed this with Oddball when I first bought it, but when those front engine mounts go out, you get a real, especially after it's warmed up and at idle, you get a real kind of a thud vibration, and sometimes it can get bad enough to actually hit that front brace that's up underneath where the electronics mount up and everything. So that's just a wear out part. So even if you have to make it part of a schedule, every 20,000 miles or whatever, 5 years, 20,000 miles, something like that. But so yeah, it's real easy to do, and you should do it if you have a harsh vibration, or if you just like to do things. Sometimes I work on things just because I'm bored, and that's what Peanut's for. I'll just go buy $50 worth of parts at the store, and that'll keep me busy for a weekend. Okay. Well, we're going to do a bit of a different angle today, since I'm always wearing a hat anyway, right? Okay. Got to be careful not to pinch the oil tubes. I'm just trying to take the little bit of tension off that engine mount there. So yeah, I like to take, sometimes these can get stuck on pretty good. So use a breaker bar, get them loose. Don't anything to go weird. Gunk in there. Some rubber bits. And I got the old cheap ass, let's use the breaker bar for this too. Might as well. And don't worry, I've got my safety flip-flops on. I like to get it most of the way, and then we'll grab our situation. Always. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Try not to drop them. Top one. This bottom one will usually break without anything, because this is also the side that holds up the situation, and so there's a bit of tension on there anyway. There's the bolts. Oh, that other side didn't have anything that freaky on it. Okay, you know what? I might even put that back on there. Woo! Now, one question I have for you guys is this bad boy. I don't think my other bikes have it, but this bike had them. And I don't know if they had to just pretty things up or if they actually do something. I thought that was pretty interesting that none of the other bikes have them, Okay. Now you'll notice here, with these, there's an alignment hole on there, and there's also, this piece here, so it should go back on pretty well aligned. Look at that. I think this was underneath that. Okay, that's how we did it. So yeah, when you're putting these back together, you always want to get your alignment on there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's who's that clicking? Knock it off. There's the Excelsior-Henderson logo and the part number there. So I think these might be original. But again, you guys will have to help me on that. All the rest of them have been done already. And Oddball was done by Jamie. Ed did the Jenny. So yeah, I have no idea. But you know, the part number, we'll go get the new one, we'll see if it says the same thing. Now with the new one, I don't see any, it might be powder coated over. I'm not sure, but I know, you know, when they made it from the new material, these are the updated ones. I don't know if they put that stamp on it or not, or if they just took the old ones and, you know, put some new material on there or what, but yeah, so either way, this should help improve this a lot. So just get your, you know, your alignment holes, and you may need to adjust the engine up and down as you need to. Like always, you know, put a little Loctite on there, not too much, but that's for future Sanford to worry about. Alright, current Sanford's worrying about it. That's just why we're laughing. Have to get that started. And then we can wiggle this around, adjust the engine up if we have to. There we go. And you get that little thing lined up. It should just kind of fall into place there. There it is. Have to get your spacers, and before you get it tight, and now the alignment pin's lined up, but it won't fall out, right? I like to get this on here, just to make sure everything fits. I'll make sure, because there's the tab on the back here, that's got to line up as well with the slot there. So I'll make sure everything lines up before I tighten that middle screw down. And I'm not whacking anything. And now we get the hard one on. Now this one usually takes a little finesse to get, you know, the situation lined up. And when you're doing it, don't pry on this thing. This is all just aluminum and it'll bend real easy, so always make sure to grab the bracket. Well, I guess we'll have to get down there. We'll see where we're not lining up. There we go. See? Now, this sucker went on there. Sharp bastard. Okay. Then, the thingy went on there. Okay. Doing this all by feel. Then, the bolt, the nut situation. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oops. Okay, now I want to start by tightening these two down. Nice and snug. Put it back on our stool, I guess. Get it snug. I'll just make the old tighty. Get it nice and tight. Another wrench here. Get this tight. Now, we got this bad boy. Sometimes it's hard to get in there. You have to just loosen it up just a tick. And I'm putting it back in there because that's where it was. Maybe they were installed for a reason. You want to go back in there. Backwards over time. So now it's all loose. You can get that in there. Put it in there for this too. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm going there. Well, a little aluminum ring. I guess you're not going in there. So, I guess you guys tell me how necessary that thing is. And if it's necessary, I'll figure out a way to put it in there, I guess. Oh, shit, did you see that? Oh, shit, yeah, bro. See, we'll get it in there. Had to think about it for a minute. I'll get that put in there. Cool. See, don't lose your cool. Okay, so now, the other thing I need your help with is wait, let me think for a minute. Oh, I'm doing it like a car, where I like, when I tighten the engine mounts, I like to have the engine, you know, held up and then let it relax. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm not sure, you know, what the actual right answer is, but I feel good about that, so I'm just going to do it that way. Okay. So, out of sheer, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. There's that. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have wild peacocks, you know, feral peacocks everywhere in Ramona. And every time a firework goes off, it just pisses them off, and it makes me happy. I like the peacocks, but they are funny. They're little noisemakers. Well, and because I'm paranoid here, I like to put some blue on this. So let's tighten this down. Whee! Okay. Perfect. And release. See? That's not so bad, is it?